welcome back to Community Collab 360. I'm Emily Addis, your ACA Vice President and host. Today I'm here with John Fullington, a good friend, longtime resident of the Mason County community, and your new North Mason head football coach. So, how's it going, John?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thanks for being here. So, first of all, I mean, you've had an awesome career in football so far, but I feel like it's just getting started. But what got you really started in football and kind of projected your career?
Well, my dad played college football and my uncle played college football, so it just kind of runs in my family.
Yeah.
Grew up playing sports, pee-wees, baseball, basketball.
Yeah.
Did some football stuff, but they had a weight limit. So I think I only did like a season, and I don't know if I ever played in a game. But then middle school was when I really got to play.
Awesome.
And kind of excel.
Yeah, very cool. So was there anyone that really was influential in kind of propelling your career and helping you just like, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm meant to do, and really took it to the next level?
Yeah, a few people. My dad has been instrumental in my life. Just, man.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, you know,
sure.
Just loving me and teaching me life lessons and helping push me, etc. Mike Honeycutt, I remember in middle school, I think it was like 8th grade, and we he's had a conversation about I wanted to be a quarterback and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And he had a conversation about being a tight end, you know, and how you'd be an all-state tight end, and just kind of gave me this like confidence and hope and everything.
Okay.
And kind of helped me move down into the line and eventually move to O-line. But so he was instrumental, and then Coach Pugh, of course.
Yep. Mr. Pugh.
Yes, super tough, but loving, taught me discipline, work ethic. Mr. Beavers was huge on the work ethic.
Yeah.
You know, I took his class every semester, and man, he just pushed me in the weight room and in life. And man, he really is part of the reason why I'm where I'm at now. I wanted to be a strength teacher like him and football coach.
You kind of stepped into basically what Beavers
Yes.
Used to do for North Mason, and
Yeah.
he's such a good guy. Really
Yes.
has made a lot of our programs what they are today, and
Yes,
stuff
absolutely.
like that. So now you get to continue it.
Yep.
That's exciting. Very cool. So through the recruiting process, playing for North Mason, went to WSU for all 4 years, right?
Yep.
And you were on the O-line at WSU?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And then great coaches there kind of propelled you into the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay, the next level.
Yep.
Explain a little bit more about your timeline in the NFL. I know you played for a few different teams, and
Yes.
your experience.
Yes. So undrafted to Green Bay. I spent the off season there, OTA's training camp, and I loved it there. It was, you know, small town compared to all the other teams.
Yeah.
Very similar climate here, except for way more snow, which I love.
Yeah.
But then I got cut on the last cut there, which was a bummer. Wish my time was longer there.
Yeah.
Then got picked up right away by the 49ers on practice squad for a few weeks, which was awesome.
Okay.
Good experience. It was only a few weeks, and then I got released. And then I was between teams for like 8 weeks, and so I actually moved back home. I started substitute teaching because I'm like, well, I guess it's over. I'm gonna, you know, go to my next career.
Yeah.
And then I got a call from the Cardinals. Probably, what was it, like 5 weeks to go in the season to be on practice squad. So I went to the Cardinals, off season there, and then it was going really good. Training camp was going really good, and then I tore my ACL. Had surgery.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so then out for 9 months. And then my wife and I bought a house in Arizona, got cut from Arizona. Sorry, this is a long story.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah.
The timeline.
Yeah, I got cut from Arizona. And then again, there was, probably 4 to 8 weeks where I wasn't on a team training, but then thinking, okay, what's the next steps? And then the Saints, right before training camp, called me to have a workout. Had a workout. They ended up signing me that week to the 90-man roster right before training camp. And at that point, it's usually like you're just a body to fill a spot, you know. But then I worked my way up and almost made the roster. I made practice squad, which was super cool.
Yeah.
And then with the Saints, that was my favorite team. I consider myself a Saint. I was there for the next 2 years on practice squad, active roster, and then ended up with an injury settlement, got injured again, and that kind of ended my career. But yeah.
Wow. Well, that's quite a NFL career, though. You got to see a lot of teams, a lot of people, a lot of different coaches.
Yes.
And probably helped you to where you are now.
Yeah.
So now you're back home.
Yeah.
And spearheading this community and just diving right into the youth.
Yes.
Very cool. So do you have any, obviously excited for this upcoming season, but anything that you're really hoping to implement into the team and just kind of help bring this program to the next level?
Yeah, so with the biggest thing I think right now is consistency. You know, they've had a new coach every 2 years. So I don't plan on leaving. I plan on being there for a long time. So just being consistent
Awesome.
face there. Definitely loving on the kids, meeting them where they're at, earning their trust and respect.
Which is big.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
Teaching them life lessons, you know, disciplines that they're going to use for the rest of their life. Like
Totally.
how to work hard, how to work as a team, how to fail and learn from that and grow. You know, how to face adversity and overcome it, and how to, you know, get gritty and all those things. So teaching them those skills, and then obviously teaching them the game of football. You know, like there's so many different like kids come, this is their first year. It's like, okay, well, how do we catch you up? Kids have been playing since Pee-wees, kind of how to teach each kid, and help them grow on their just knowledge of the game and how to play. And then last thing is just the having standards and expectations, and then accountability, you know, from coaches if they don't meet those standards, expectations, from other players, ideally, you know, getting a leadership council in place, and kind of having them be able to, you know, just be accountable to each other and the team. So, I'm just super excited about it.
Well, I think the whole community is excited to see what you can do with it. So it's really exciting. Yeah. And just, I mean, I feel like you already have such a respect with the youth in the community already, but then just learning from somebody that has been there, done that, you know, and maybe didn't have all this God-given talent, skills in the world, but worked really hard to like propel your career and make it all the way to the NFL. It's really cool. Yeah. So we're excited to see what you do. And then outside of football, because that's not your whole life, you have 3 kids and also super involved with the Young Life program, right?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit more about that and kind of what you and your wife Amanda are doing in that.
Yeah, so when I was working at the middle school, and it was like, man, there's no youth group type thing. When we were in school, it was like New Life had pretty dang good thing where we'd go to Island Lake and do that youth group, but just nothing really in Belfair. And so we started Young Life. Deb Swazer, Jody Olson, Mark Knoll kind of helped spearhead just starting it at the middle school.
Okay.
So we started there. And now it's gone to the high school, so middle school and high school. And so just really giving kids a place where they feel safe and loved, and somewhere where it's fun for them to go to, and somewhere where they can, you know, learn about the gospel of Jesus Christ. And if they want to make that decision, the best decision in their life, in my opinion, to follow God, then great. If not, you know, it's up to them, but just them to kind of be introduced to it.
Yeah. Just have those positive influences around, and it's super important.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So anything else you want to touch on? Let's see, we've talked about football. Now you are the strength and conditioning coach at North Mason, and I mean, you're preparing programs that will propel kids kind of to increase their athletic ability, and just kind of set them up for life, really. Yeah. So encouraging kids to get into those programs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't be intimidated.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. So, taking over as strength teacher, big shoes to fill, Jeff Beavers, as we talked about earlier. But yeah, man, just it's so applicable to all the different sports and everything. Can just help really excel those kids in that areas. But then just like exciting for kids. A lot of kids enjoy it even if they're not athletes. Like I had one kid a couple weeks ago just thank me and just be like, man, like thank you so much I love lifting and kind of got that passion. It's helped me get through a lot of like stressful times and anxiety and all that. And I'm like, man, you hear that and you're like, okay, this is super cool, you know. So
I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's really neat. I know that I use a lot of the principles that I learned from Mr. Beavers and stuff still to this day. Like, you know, working out and stuff is just such a big part of life, and being in the right mindset and just to be able to take on life. Adult life's hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, well, we're super excited about all different aspects, and most of all having you as the football coach and seeing where you can take the program, but also just our youth to the next level. So
yes.
If you have any kids that want to try out for football, I highly encourage them to get involved. John and his assistants are going to take the program to the next level and just really dive into our youth emotionally and physically. If they're not involved in football, please look out to Young Life. It's a great program, a good thing to get involved in. So we're excited about everything that is going to happen here in North Mason community. So thanks so much for being here. And
don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and hit that notification bell. Ding, ding. We are Community Collab 360.